Wedmore, population around 3,000. A village in Somerset with big ambitions when it comes to climate change. This community has publicly declared it wants to be carbon neutral by 2030. And it's already making practical strides in that direction. The village hall, the tennis club and the bowls club all have solar panels to produce their electricity. And there's a solar farm on the edge of the village which has been generating clean electricity since 2013. And it's run by a community power company.
This is Worthington Wood. So this is a new project for Green Wedmore, which we planted up this year, and we're really excited by it.
They call it a food forest project. This land has been taken over by the community group which calls itself Green Wedmore. A year ago, it was a sea of nettles. Now there are fruit trees, hedgehog boxes, bat boxes. It is a natural oasis. How important is something like this when it comes to making Wedmore carbon neutral eventually?
Well, I think it captures a little bit of carbon, but the biggest impact really is it connects with people. So people can come here, they can appreciate nature, they can relax, they can sort of connect with nature again, and they get involved in our schemes as well. So they learn a little more about us, a little more about what we're doing, and then hopefully they want to get involved in more projects in the future.
And future projects already under discussion include new cycle routes for the village and self-build housing schemes with carbon neutral housing. Wedmore's projects link well into Somerset's climate emergency strategy, jointly agreed by Somerset County Council and the 4 district councils to steer the county towards becoming carbon neutral by 2030. That concluded that the built environment accounts for 24% of all carbon emissions in Somerset. In Wedmore, they believe that sometimes small things can make a big difference. They produce a cookbook encouraging people to shop locally and only buy produce when it's in season. They have car boot sales with a difference where no money changes hands, you bring what you no longer want and recycle it to others. Is it too ambitious to say Wedmore carbon neutral by 2030?
It certainly is ambitious, but I don't think it's too ambitious. I think the challenge we face with the climate and nature emergency is so huge that we really have to treat it as an emergency and do all we can and push ourselves to aim for these bigger targets. I think it's the only way we can do it.
As we've seen in Wedmore, everyone can play their part in tackling climate change, and even small steps can make a big difference. Let's build a climate resilient Somerset together.